Training for Single Stream Container Line. Why are you here? What motivates you to do a good job? Is it your team, self-gratification, the paycheck, or something else? For yourself and your reasons, answer this internally. For Midwest Fiber, you are all here to play a part in something bigger. We process mixed recyclables from homes and businesses throughout Central Illinois. Each week, hundreds of thousands of pounds of material moves through our facility. These materials are separated into grades and sent to mills to be made into new products. Each mill has an expectation of quality for the material we send. This is where your job comes in. You are all going to be quality control experts. The folks on the paper lines are experts in getting out contaminants to that paper. The people on the container line are experts at spotting and picking specific types of containers, and so on. You all play a part in making a great product that can then be recycled. You are all making a difference by helping to conserve natural resources through recycling. Now, how do you do that? You do that by learning what paper is, what is cardboard or OCC, what a number 2 natural bottle is, and what is the difference between all of these plastics. What counts as trash in our system? All these things are keys to recycling and a job well done. Please note that in order for the team to achieve the quality goals, attendance is necessary. We can't achieve greatness if part of the team is missing. You will have a separate training on PPE and safety requirements, but this is the general list of what is required in single stream. Vests, safety glasses, earplugs or earmuffs, and closed-toed shoes. Our safety pledge is, we are committed to correcting any unsafe action or situation no matter the circumstances. Please, if you see anything unsafe or see anyone acting in an unsafe manner, speak up. We want everyone to leave as healthy as when they came. PPE is important. Here is a listing of more PPE that is or may be required. Gloves, face masks, arm shields, aprons, hard hats, and harnesses and lanyards. Some of these are optional and some are required depending on the area you are working in. Sorting recyclables comes with its own challenges to the human body. Fatigue, muscle soreness, and dizziness can occur, especially when someone is just starting out. Here are some tips on preventing these things from happening. Fatigue. First, make sure you have a mat to stand on, which helps prevent some fatigue. Secondly, stretch your muscles at every break. Most importantly, make sure you stay hydrated. Even in the winter, dehydration can occur and dehydrated muscles will fatigue faster. Dizziness. Make sure you learn to look ahead to what material is coming towards you and get a good hand-eye coordination. Don't look down directly in front of you, as that will cause motion sickness pretty quickly. Sorting height. Make sure the edge of the belt is at or below your hip bones. If you need a razor, please ask if these are available. Needles are an unfortunate reality of the recycling business. When a needle is spotted or something that can potentially contain a needle on it, like IV tubing, pull the emergency stop cord. Back away from the line and call to the supervisor that a needle is on the line. The supervisor will take care of it in accordance with the needle exposure and control policy. Do not touch the needle. Here are some pictures of needles on the line so you are familiar with what it looks like. The bottom right picture is an EpiPen. EpiPens are generally okay since the needle retracts. Your performance at work is measured in 3 simple ways: attendance, picks, and attitude. If we want to succeed as a company, we need good attendance, a respectful coworker, and someone who comes in to do a job and do it well. Generally, those things are good no matter where you go, and a good attitude and a good work ethic go a long way. It may take a day or two, but you will get the feel for how fast the system moves and how to spot the items you are looking for fairly quickly. Once you know how to efficiently pick them, your job becomes easier. Every spot has a requirement for number of items to pick in a minute, called a pick count. If the requirement is 45 per minute and you pick 30, but none of the items you were supposed to pick got past you, then it is okay. On the fiber lines, typically flattened containers and trash items are easier to pick multiple pieces at a time in the same hand. Cardboard is more typically picked one at a time. On the container line, double hand picking is the best method as the containers are bigger and usually not very flattened. There tends to be boxes and books covering containers, so you need to move things to be able to see the containers better. Some general tips. Any item you are picking, pick it up and put it in the chute. Don't sweep it off the line into the chute, as that takes other items with it and they get swept into the chute too. Bags sometimes need to be picked up and shaken out. Paper likes to stick to them, and often cans are stuck to bags. We don't want to lose any good recyclables to the trash. Whenever you can, pick more than one thing at a time. This increases efficiency, you move your arm less, and you can pick more material. However, if you pick 5 things at once, that counts for 5 picks towards your pick count requirement. Look under cardboard and bags, as a lot of things can hide under there that you need to pick. Examples follow, but trainers will demonstrate as well. Here, you would pick up the Lysol wipes container and toss it into the bunker instead of hitting it or pushing it into the bunker. Hitting or pushing it into the bunker may catch that PET water bottle and push it into the wrong bunker. The container line generally has the following sorting spots: HDPE number 2 natural, HDPE number 2 color, number 5, OCC quality control, and paper quality control. All of these positions are looking for specific items to sort for their station, which we call a positive sort. At these stations, anything that is not the type of item you are looking for is a contaminant. Don't put a colorful detergent bottle, which is a number 2 color, into the number 2 naturals with the milk jugs, just as an example. That detergent bottle would be a contaminant. Some examples of the HDPE number 2 natural, HDPE number 2 color, and number 5 plastic items hang above each spot for reference. Some positions on this line don't have a line of items to pick at certain times, and will help to pull trash items or metal items off the line as well. There are also 1 or 2 quality spots to pull OCC fiber and paper fiber off at the end. Here is a diagram and picture of the number 2 natural spot on the container line. This spot is picking all number 2 natural containers with minimal to no wrapping on them. Some examples are milk jugs, gallon water jugs, some powdered drink containers like lemonade and Kool-Aid mix, some types of liquid coffee creamer bottles, some types of cleaning products, and some types of pet food containers. Number 2 natural are that milky looking plastic typical of milk jugs. Make sure there is either no wrapping or at least half to 3/4 of the plastic shrink wrapper is removed. We don't want too much wrapping with this grade. All items you pick will be tossed across the belt into the bunker. Here are a few examples of the kinds of things you will be looking for at the number 2 natural spot. Here is a diagram of the number 2 color spot. This spot is picking all number 2 color containers and number 2 natural containers with a lot of wrapping on them. Some examples are detergent bottles, shampoo and body wash bottles, some vitamin and supplement containers, some powdered drink containers with a lot of shrink wrap plastic on them, kind of like lemonade and Kool-Aid mix, some types of liquid coffee creamer bottles with a lot of shrink wrap on them, some types of cleaning products, coffee containers, and some types of pet food containers. All items you pick will be tossed across the belt into the bunker. If the person on the number 2 natural spot misses some milk jugs or other natural bottles with little to no wrapping, this person will also toss those over into the number 2 natural bunker for them. Here is a look at what all encompasses HDPE number 2 color. Here's a diagram of the number 5 spot on the container line. This spot is picking all number 5 containers. Some examples are most yogurt containers, cottage cheese tubs, butter tubs, yogurt tubs, most lids and caps, orange prescription pill bottles, many food containers from the deli and hummus containers, Arizona tea bottles, the big plastic cups from Subway and McDonald's, and many restaurant takeout containers. All items you pick will be tossed across the belt into the bunker. If the person on number 2 color misses anything, this person will help toss those over into the number 2 color bunker. Also, the person here will help pull trash off the line and put it in the trash can next to them. Lastly, they help pull any metals off the line like hangers, pipes, and other things, and put them in the metals bunker. Here's a look at some things that are number 5 containers. Also, examples hang on the line above this spot as a quick reminder. Here's a diagram of the OCC and paper quality control on the container line. The OCC spot is responsible for picking cardboard off the container line and tossing it over the belt or putting it into the chute to the OCC bunker. OCC is cardboard, and this includes all corrugated boxes. Their secondary responsibility is to pick metals and throw them into the metals chute. The paper spot is responsible for picking paper off the container line and tossing it over the belt or putting it into the chute to the paper bunker. Their secondary responsibility is to pick cardboard and throw it over the belt into the bunker. Here are a couple of pictures of these spots in action. The whole system depends on the equipment and staff working well together. Please make sure to follow the guidelines and rules laid out here and in your handbook so that we all have a safe and friendly environment to work. While working, try to recognize the types of containers that are the types of plastic you are sorting. Your coworkers depend on you. If you aren't at your spot when the line is running, they have more work to do, and vice versa. If they aren't there, then you have more to do. Please work safely and follow all safety procedures and policies. This concludes the container line training for Single Stream.